name is Angelo Banfi and I work with the company Barox. Barox manufactures switches and other network devices for video. Surveillance cameras like this one are becoming more and more powerful, and therefore they need more and more PoE power themselves. We have here for an example the axis camera Q6215-LE PTZ. This camera was kindly provided by the company Axis for doing these tests. This higher PoE power now is regulated in a new standard, the IEEE 802.3 BT, which allows PoE power up to 90 watt and even more. Barox offers several products that support this new standard. We have a managed media converter for industrial graded. We have an industrial PoE injector, an industrial PoE media converter, and an industrial 8-port managed switch. Also one 19-inch switch. All these products support this new IEEE 802.3 BT standard. We have checked the compatibility between these products and this camera, and we show you this compatibility table right now. We tested the compatibility of several Barox network products with the Axis Q6215-LE PTZ. First, there is a 19-inch switch which has 26 copper ports with triple speed and 2 SFP ports for 100 mega or 1 giga. 24 of these ports have PoE with a maximum of 90 watts per port and a maximum of 920 watts for the whole switch. This switch has a redundant power supply, and there are two possibilities to use this redundancy. You can either duplicate the PoE power up to 1840 watts, or you can run a real redundant modus, so you have the 90-100 watt but redundant, which increases security. The second product is the RAI LPT 802 GBTME, which is always also an IP switch, but this one is for DIN rail mounting. This managed switch has 8 copper ports with triple speed and 2 SFP bays for 100 mega or 1 gig. 8 of the ports, or all copper ports, are PoE capable. The maximum PoE power is 480 watts. Per port the maximum is 90 watt. But the PoE power is distributed in port pairs. It means each pair can be allocated with 120 watts PoE. This means if you use 90 watt for one port, the second port only has 30 watt for PoE. This product is a PoE injector for DIN rail mounting. It has one port with only data, and the second port is PoE with a maximum of 95 watts. The next product is a media converter, also for DIN rail mounting, but it is for 10 giga. It has one copper port with 1 or 10 G, and it has one SFP bay for 1 or 10 G SFPs. The maximum power is 95 watts. The last one is also a media converter for DIN rail mounting, but it has a light management. This media converter has 2 copper ports with triple speed and 1 SFP bay 400 or 1G SFPs. The maximum PoE power is 120 watts and it can be distributed to both the ports, and the power per port is a maximum of 90 watt. All these DIN rail products are have a temperature range from -40 to +75 watts. These three products will be available just from May 2021. The only thing is with the DIN rail switch, you have to set up the switch itself to bring this power on the PoE ports. This is how you do it. The axis camera Q6215-LE PTZ needs a maximum power of 71 watts. How to operate this camera with our DIN rail switch RAI LPT 802 GBTME is very easy. On the switch GUI you go to configuration, then to PoE configuration, and now you see all 8 ports of this switch shown here. The camera is connected to the port A. First I set this port to POH for high PoE. Then I have to set this port to 90 watt. This switch can give 120 watts per port pair. It means, for instance, port 7 and 8, in total the switch can allocate 120 watts. Therefore I have to reduce the power of port 7 to 30 watt, so I have the sum of this maximum power of 120 watt. Now I have to apply this setting, and please don't forget to save the setting also in the switch, so after a reboot of the switch this setting will still be here. So after this is done, I can check if this setting is really working. On monitor I go to PoE, and there I see all the ports, and now on port 8 I see the 90 watt allocated to the camera, and the camera is running. It pulls something around 18 watts. The camera is standing now still, it doesn't move, the IR is not switched on, and you see it also here, PoE is turned on. Thank you for your interest. For more information just call us or visit us on our website www.barox.de, or follow us on social channels like our YouTube channel or LinkedIn. Thank you very much.